Dating apps. Can't date with them, can't date without them.
Ain't that
It's the Jubal Show. But there's a whole new way to find dates that doesn't involve swiping or liking or figuring out what your stock message line is. Like, should I just say hey, or should I try to be funny, or maybe I should just send a picture of something? Look at my phone. I've got a picture of, I'll send a picture of that. That never works.
No,
Well, one woman is making international headlines today for the unconventional way that she was able to find a date. And it's really simple. A woman in New York City went outside with a sign and held it up. And on that sign, it said, looking for a husband.
Well, that's one way to do it. Just nice and clear. I mean, if you don't put it out there, closed mouths don't get fed, you know?
That's true. She said that she was talking to friends about how bad the dating apps were. So she decided to just go outside in New York City and hold up a sign that said looking for a husband. And she actually says that she met a guy who she's still talking to right now by doing that. Yeah.
Wow. Good for her. Way to just take your life into your own hands.
That's crazy.
Why?
Well, because you don't know who's driving past you. Like, what if like a crazy person stops and tries to?
What if there's a crazy person on the other side of the app? I don't think you're safe either way. I mean, you are. You're taking a chance no matter what you do, right? So, I mean, you know, Vic, we just put ourselves back on the apps last week.
Oh, I took myself back off.
Victoria,
okay.
So you went on and then off?
Yeah, well, I think I do it when I get bored.
I get that.
And then I stop getting bored because I find something else to do.
And Nina, you went back on the app?
I just put myself back on last week, and it has been an adventure, let me tell you. Everybody's got pictures with puppies in it,
Aww.
and then they're real creative with how they say hi. Oh, man.
What is, like, how do guys say hi? I mean, I feel so bad for women on dating apps or online in general on Instagram. I mean, every single woman has somebody in their DMs who's constantly, like, sending them wave emojis or a smiley face emoji, just nonstop. It's been 2 years and you have not gotten a response.
Well,
Good for you for not giving up hope, but also sometimes you got to accept defeat, you know?
Yeah. My favorite so far was, if you were a dinosaur, you'd be a gorgeosaurus.
I mean, that is solid.
I think that's solid. That would get me. Absolutely.
Like, what am I supposed to say to that?
Did you respond?
No.
Why not? You like dinosaurs.
I do, but come on. I'm just on there for fun.
Why didn't you just respond rawr?
Don't want to know. Don't do that. Don't do that. He'll be like, oh, she's so into it. Raw right back at you. You want to come to my place tonight? Like, we don't need to talk at all.
No, I'm good.
Talking about a woman who went viral and is making international headlines. The unconventional way that she found a date, she just went outside and held up a sign that said looking for a husband, and apparently she found somebody who's a really good match for her, and she's still talking to him. Call us up, 888-343-1061. Text in 41061. How do you find dates if you don't use the apps? Hey, Claire?
Hey,
What's up? How are you?
good. How are you?
Good. So,
So, you go ahead. Sorry.
Well, we
no,
wanna
you go
hear
for
it.
it. Yeah, what'd you call for?
Well, I just wanted to let you guys know, like, it's a little embarrassing, but at every wedding I went to, I used to, like, stand up and be like, this is amazing. This couple's in love. Who wants to be in love with me? And, I mean, I've had to go to a lot of weddings. And I was a little overbearing as I just tried to interrupt you, but I ended up meeting my now husband that way.
What?
Really?
Oh, wow.
wow.
So he just stood up and was
Yeah,
like,
he was
I'll
like-
love you?
This sounds like a rom-com.
Yeah.
So you used to stand up at weddings and go, who wants to love me and take me home? Basically.
I mean, you're making it sound kind of crazy, and it was. But, like, it was timed out a little bit right. I'd do it, like, around the toast. Or if we were, like, at a singles table, I would always stand up at the singles area and be like, hey.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you when you did it, because timing is everything with that. If you did it when they're like, does anybody have anything to say before this couple is married? I do. I would also like to be married.
Really, though.
Thanks, Claire. Call
Single
us
people
up.
at a wedding's the best place to do it.
Oh, it is. Meeting people at a wedding is great. Mm-hmm. It is. 888-343-1061. Text in 41061. How do you get attention from people other than the apps?
Wait, Jubal, have you ever used the apps?
Yeah,
So curious.
I have. I don't really dig them very much.
Why?
But I don't know. I'm not really sure why I don't. Because it's just too much effort for me to sit there and swipe and look and blah, 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 blah.
Right.
And then have to message. Like, I get tired of it after like 2 swipes. I'm like, this is ridiculous.
I know. Especially because you don't really know anything.
Yeah.
But also, I'm super shallow, so if I don't find myself attracted to your photo, which isn't fair because I'd probably actually be attracted to you in
Yeah.
real life. But I have a friend who is absolutely a genius when it comes to this stuff. She's found a workaround around the apps. So she'll go out and she'll sit at a high top if she's at like a bar or something, especially a sports
By
bar.
herself?
Or her friends or whatever.
Okay.
So if somebody walks by or she spots somebody that she thinks is cute, she puts herself in a position to fall down. So
What?
Like
yeah.
trip?
She actually falls down.
She falls down. So one time she told me about how she was actually out with her dad, and she's like, "Oh shoot, here comes one." So she leans back in her chair at a high top and just goes, "Boom."
What?
And she just fell down. And sure enough, though, the guy did what she hoped, and he picked her up and was like, "Oh my gosh, are you okay?" And she's like, "I think so."
I think I have a concussion, and I might need mouth to mouth because of my concussion.
Ma'am, I'm a doctor. That's not how it works.
Every time she falls, it works.
Okay, so maybe that's what I need to do. Just go outside and start falling a bunch.
I think what
You
we
can
all,
eventually find the right person.
what we all need to do apparently is watch more silly movies about romance, because that feels very much like a rom-com, like Hitch, like some Adam Sandler movie, rom-com or something like that. The person constantly falling over, but I'm going to find my love this way.
I mean, it's cool. You lose a few brain cells and have a bunch of bruises, but whatever. Love hurts, right?
She's hit her head so many times she doesn't even know what kind of person she likes anymore. So the person who ever picks her up is just going to be a bright fit no matter what. Millions of people are going bankrupt because of TikTok.
What?
It's the Jubal Show.
All
That's the headline of the day today.
Great.
it.
Why are people going bankrupt because of TikTok? Is it because they're spending all their money on high-priced dance lessons so that they can really crush that next dance challenge?
You did.
No. Is it because they're still getting fired, or they're getting fired for watching aardvark videos when they should be paying attention to a Zoom meeting?
What?
What's aardvark?
Look it up, Victoria. But not right now. I need you to pay attention for a minute. It's neither of those things. People are going bankrupt because of the trend of manifesting that is so popular on social media.
This isn't a trend. This is real.
Scientists did research on people that believe that you can manifest your reality and just visualize success and then it happens. And they say that they make riskier financial decisions and they are more likely to invest in a get-rich-quick scheme. And so people are going bankrupt because of it.
I can see that, but those are the people that really don't know how to manifest.
Oh, okay.
What do
You
you
know what I mean? Those are the people
You
that just
disagree with this, Nina?
I very do, strongly. I very do. That was English.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I just feel like if you don't really know what you're doing. You know what,
What
I
do you
mean?
mean?
You're just seeing it and you're thinking that if I believe that I'm going to have money and if I say it out loud, that's enough. But that's not manifesting.
Well, that's what the TikTok videos say, and I've been doing it for the past week and nothing's happening.
Because you're not feeling it inside of you.
I am feeling it. I'm feeling that I can actually make money.
And right now would be the perfect time for someone to approach Victoria and go, "Hey, if you give me all your money tomorrow, I will give you $12 million back."
I'd be like, oh my God, I've been manifesting this. It's working.
Talking about how people that manifest and the trend of manifesting is causing people to be bankrupt based on the fact that people make riskier decisions. That's what scientists say. So what is the correct way to manifest, Nina?
You have to feel it. So you not only visualize it, you have to feel it in every part of you. So when you close your eyes and you get that feeling of it actually happening to you, it takes over your body, and then you're starting to attract the right things because of the frequency that you're putting out and where your body's at. Do not look at me like that, Bradley.
I'm 100% on board with you.
I 100% believe in it. I manifested my job in New York to a T. I used to write down the address of where it was going to be. I used to visualize myself in that seat. I used to do all of those things, and I know that I manifested that.
Wait, the address?
The
What-
address. So it's like if you have, it has to be specific though. What you're trying to manifest has to be super specific. It can't just be like, I'm going to be a millionaire. But like,
But what
okay,
if I don't know what I want to do?
well then, then you don't
First
have to
start
do
by
it yet.
manifesting. I know what I want to do, and then you'll know eventually, and then maybe you can. I mean, I do agree with you. It's all energy, right? Everything vibrates. Everything has a frequency. Whatever you are focused on comes to your life. So if you're in a negative spot, more negative stuff will come your way. If you're in a
Yep.
positive spot, more positive things will come your way. But scientists say that people who manifest make riskier financial decisions. And I mean, I've always been like that. I've always just 100% known I was going to do whatever it was. And I'll still make stupid financial decisions. Like, I also don't care about money that much. So
But when you make those dumb decisions, are you thinking that you're manifesting, or you're just like, ooh, we'll see what happens? Different.
I'm like, we'll see if it works out, because usually it works out for me. So I guess I am kind of manifesting. Usually it works out for me.
I feel like that's more gambling, but that's cool.
Hey, Andy.
Yeah, you've got to manifest it. You visualize it.
Yes.
You take it seriously.
Yes.
And if you believe, you will achieve.
Okay.
It takes time and work and dedication.
All right. So, what do you think about this study then that says people who say that they manifest whatever they want or try to manifest money become bankrupt?
Yeah, that's because they're not doing it right. They're looking like get rich quick scheme, and it's not. You have to put the time in daily. Get a quiet room. Sit down. Sit in your favorite chair. Have no disruptions and just think about it. Close your eyes. Maybe a little soft music.
Andy. All right.
Just really think about it and talk it out loud, and it can happen.
Andy, what's the last thing you manifested into your life?
Just being well off, being successful, being able to have the time to do whatever I want and not have to worry about how I'm going to make money because it's just there.
And you got that?
It worked. Yes.
Huh.
Yes, totally.
Well, this is why I broke.
Wait.
Yeah. What did you do then, Andy?
Oh, I've had a couple businesses in the past and stuff, but those, I don't have those anymore. You have ups and downs. I went through a couple bankruptcies, but it's okay. After that,
Okay. Andy, we can stop there. Thank you so much.
Sounds like you. So you had a couple bankruptcies, and then what?
I was with you in the beginning.
Look, they're just setbacks. That's all. You have to stick to the daily routine of believing in yourself to visualize it. So look, I was like, you know what? This isn't the place. So I moved to Vegas, right?
Okay.
I get a bartending job in Vegas. However, daily, I got to repeat, guys, daily, at night, I don't care how tired I am, I just think about it. Bing, bang, boom. I met the love of my life. I'm married. She's rich. It's
It worked out. See, dude, proof that you can manifest your reality. Thank you, Andy.
Get out of there. No, I will not let you. Get out. Get
Whoa.
out. Bird, get out.
What is this?
What's happening?
Get out. Bird, get out. Please get out. Get out. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on.
What is happening?
That's audio and video that's going viral of a woman trying to get a bird out of her house. Now that I have your attention, though, it's the Jubal Show. If you drop your food, how long do you wait until you eat it? Scientists just did a bunch of sciencing stuff and released new information on the 5-second rule, and it turns out that a lot of the time it's a myth. It doesn't matter how many seconds it's been, you might still be able to eat it.
Oh, wait.
good.
What?
Yeah, it's pretty specific, though.
I knew it.
They said mostly the 5-second rule is a myth. The more moisture food is, the quicker it will get contaminated.
What does that mean?
Okay.
So
It's wet.
they used a watermelon, so something wet.
Oh.
Victoria. So they used a watermelon, they dropped it on the floor, and it got bacteria on it quicker than something that isn't moist. Also, the carpet has a lower transfer rate,
Okay, so
which
you drop
surprises
it-
me.
Right, because wouldn't there be like little hairs or something in
Yeah.
there?
Ew.
Carpet's disgusting. I can't stand carpet.
Yeah, and it just kind of festers there.
Yeah.
Wait, that's
wait.
better for you or
They
worse
say
for you?
carpet's actually better. Wood, tile, and steel have a higher transfer rate of bacteria if you drop your food.
I would have never guessed that.
But if you think about it, it makes sense because if you drop something on the carpet, let's say you drop some sort of substance or whatever, it'll fall in like below the hairs. And if you drop your food on top of that, now it's sitting on top of the little carpet hairs. But if there's a contaminant on a
I see what you're saying.
on a
see.
flat
It's like a
surface, it's
buffer.
right there. Yeah.
So the carpet's a buffer rather than the carpet itself getting on your, like the carpet hairs getting on your
carpet
food?
hairs. Well, carpet hairs, is, you win some, you lose some.
Ew.
How long do you wait when you drop food? Do you eat it?
I live by the 5-second rule.
Yeah?
Yeah, I always eat it. If it's within 5 seconds and there are no hairs on it visibly when I pick it up. Then I'll be like, okay, it's cool. I
Yeah,
don't
if
mind.
something fell on a carpet, I would not eat it.
Right.
Just because of the little hairs that are in there. But apparently it has a lower transfer rate of bacteria.
Ew. There's carpet in the studio, and I will say I've dropped my beef jerky on this floor before, and I picked it right up and I ate it. It was no big deal.
Okay, but Nina, all of us have walked every single inch of this carpet, which means whatever's on the bottom of our shoes has touched the carpet. So you're saying you'll eat your beef jerky after it goes on my shoes?
Well, I already did it. And it was it was in my area where you guys weren't stepping. I know where I walk. I don't know where you guys walk. As long as it's in my little bubble, I feel safe.
Man, the carpet in here, I had to get down on the floor to plug something in the other day, and I thought about burning my kneecaps off.
Well, I guess we have a different
carpet
relationship.
Is just disgusting in here.
We have a different relationship with this carpet.
I'm like, great, now I have to go amputate my legs. This is disgusting.
This carpet's clean, though.
How do you know that for a fact?
Because I've cleaned it myself.
Yeah, but you picked things off. You haven't actually brought a vacuum and full on.
Listen, do you see any dirt?
Yes.
Is that the rule? If you don't see it, it doesn't exist?
Yeah.
willful blindness.
Scientists just released new research on the 5-second rule. They say mostly it's a myth. It can take 1 second for bacteria to start to get on your food if you drop it. Victoria, how long do you wait before you pick up your food?
I don't eat any food off the floor.
If you drop your food, you're not going to eat it.
I do not believe that because I'm pretty sure you've dropped a muffin and picked it right back up. Also, when you think nobody's watching you and you drop things, you pick it up and you look like this to see if anybody saw it. And then she goes, when nobody saw, but I saw.
Okay, that was not needed. And a part of me...
You can't lie, Victoria.
That it helps my immune system.
I agree with that.
Wait, now you're just changing the answer?
No, I'm not, because the floor is disgusting. And my roommate told me this the other day. If you think about it, in my apartment, my cat walks around everywhere, and she also walks into her litter box.
And cats, they sit on everything, and they don't put their tail when they sit. So
so things can be very disgusting.
Little cigar cutter on everything.
Well, Victoria sleeps where her cat sits, so same thing.
It's not going to my mouth though. My sheets.
You know of.
That whole argument was such a ride.
I do the same thing though. Whenever I drop food, I'm like, well, they say you need to introduce some bacteria into your body,
right?
So I usually eat it.
Have you ever eaten food out of a garbage can?
Ew.
No, not just picking up trash, but if somebody threw out a whole pizza and it was still in the box, and you're like, dang it, I wanted to eat that. Have you just
if it's still in the box,
I've definitely done that.
Yeah, I've done that before.
Or crust gets thrown away. I was like, I was going to eat that.
What's wrong with you people?
I worked at restaurants most of my life, right?
Very healthy.
And sometimes if people wouldn't eat all their food, or they had a pizza, but they there were still a couple slices of pizza that were good, I would take it in the back and eat their pizza.
I mean, why waste it? My grandma taught me you don't waste food.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's probably why.
No, listen, the moment something hits the floor or any surface that I feel is questionable at all, that food is dead, that food is gone, in the words of Jubal Fresh. It's done. We're done. We're moving on.
What if it's a whole sandwich?
What
if you just
moving
got
on.
A foot long, it hasn't been touched, you pick it up, you're ready to take a bite, you're so excited because you love Subway, Brad, and it just drops and you're like, oh shoot, you got 2 seconds. You're not even going to eat it. It's a whole sandwich.
I'm moving on.
I don't believe you.
It's a switch in my brain. It hits the floor and I go, well, my day's different than I thought it was going to be, and that's okay.
The other day I was eating a bar, a protein bar.
Yeah.
And I went into the bathroom here at work and I sat it down on the counter, but it was unwrapped. And then I grabbed it and I realized that the unwrapped part had been sitting on the bathroom counter. So I picked it up and I was about to eat it and I was like, wait a minute, this has been sitting on the bathroom counter. And then I kind of shrugged my shoulders and still took a bite.